Okay, what's up? GG's on your first circuit. Um, I am gonna do like one ADM kill and one Bayle kill for today, and then I should be good to go. Let me just double check that our match is like actually today, but it should be. Yep. It'd be pretty awkward if I checked and it wasn't today, but I was pretty dang sure it was. But nobody's in the Discord and the match starts in 10 minutes, so. Anyway, doesn't really matter. I had a bunch of pretty nice Bayle kills yesterday, so like over the course of the day should be good. I feel like the more I practice him in one sitting, the worse it gets. So I'm only gonna do like a kill or two, and then I'll do other stuff. I only really have time for a kill or two anyway, but yeah, let's see what happens. I've been trying to get a charge or two off at the start of the fight too, but I don't really have the timing down, and there's not really any visuals. That's good though. Oh, that sucks. Didn't think that would hit me, but I guess I was wrong. And the lightning is like practically instant. I think that's right here. Damn, I mean, good kill, but RNG lightning, I guess. Oh well. I don't know. I saw it behind me, but like my problem is like I was already like it kind of spawned on top of me, and I couldn't outrun it. But I don't even think you can roll it in time before you get hit by it. And then I think even if you do roll it, you just simply get hit by the transition. Show kill. So funny. I'm still not 100% sure what to do about the RNG lightning when it spawns on top of me. I'm not sure if there's actually anything you can do other than just simply die. To be fair though, I haven't seen the RNG lightning spawn on top of me in the last like 10 or 15 kills, and I just saw it there, so surely it won't happen again. Oh my god, it just happened again. stamina. What's up, Mouse? Thanks, so good luck, dude. Said I was the goat. Okay, dude. Oh, are we supposed to join Team Hillis Discord? No, there's nobody in any Discord. Is Numa even streaming? Am I at the right time? Am I crazy? He's not streaming, but Team Hillis is streaming, surely. But nobody's in the Discord yet. Changed my mind. That's brutal. Like, is Numa streaming on the Team Hillis channel? Slash, is Donut streaming? I think Donut sent a message in the Discord this morning, but that was it. Yeah, I just don't have the hit counter manager thing open for the auto splitter. I stole that straight from someone. I'm not that good. I'm just a thief. A petty thief. As Patches would say, probably. Yeah, let me open the actual splits. I need to replace my hit counter manager on my stream deck with the splits. Am I just like early or something? The match starts in 1 minute, right? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Here, we'll turn this on. Oh, there's an update. That is the downside to using all the new stuff, is it always has updates, and I'm just lazy, dude. Oh, also, speaking of, this reminds me. I did another Battle Axe any percent yesterday, because I did that on Thursday. And I was like, well, I'm kind of bored yesterday again. I didn't stream, and so I was like, I'll just do a run and see what happens. And I did a run, and I got the any percent, and I YOLO'd all great runes, which is pretty damn cool. So I do have that to brag about now, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was the only bad part of the run was Fire Giant. Everything else was actually like really clean. And Renala. Because I almost got my book. Yeah, you can give me something from my splits, that's fine. Can you tell me where all of the other people are hiding though? Because there should be 2 commentators, another player, and 2 refs in the Discord. And there's nobody. Like, Donut's not even streaming. Okay. Something has gone wrong. Saturday 21st, X 11 a.m. I'm an hour early? Oh my god, the time has changed. Oh god, dude. Oh my god, you're not serious. What am I supposed to do for a fucking hour? Oh my god. Okay, thanks, Lank. I'll um well, overlay settings, bottom left box. Okay. I remember seeing that, but I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. All right, thanks for your coding expertise. Okay, so like, what the hell am I gonna do for an hour? Put on stream starting soon, I guess. I'm not practicing Bayle for a fucking hour, dude. You'll get a good like 10 minutes out of me, but that's it. Oh my god. We're not serious right now, right? I thought yellow AR, true, except for my save file probably deleted it. So I was actually thinking about a link, and there's not that many problematic bosses for weapon only on all bosses. I was like, dude, what if I just yell at all bosses? But I was about to make dinner, so I stopped after all great runes. It was like 6:36 or something, and I was like, I should just go make dinner instead of continuing this. There's not that many, dude. It's only like a couple. Yeah, see, that's only 3. Just 3. Where's my stagger? Did I really lose poise somewhere? Guess so. Go summertime, in like pretty soon. Don't know. I thought everyone else was late. I'm just an hour early. Nobody. I didn't know the time was moved back a whole hour. I'm not gonna sit here and practice this boss for an hour, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh. Is that what it is? Damn, I'm getting robbed, bro. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we had daylight savings time 2 weeks ago. What's up, Numa? Dude, I didn't realize. I didn't look at the time. I just saw that it was the X slot. Oh my god, really, Mouse? That's crazy. I didn't know that. This is what I get for being a dumb American, dude. Oh my god. Dude. Guess practicing an hour. No, dude, I was ready to go. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing I did get on an hour early though, because I also downloaded the mod like 5 minutes ago, the tiebreaker mod. Dude, what am I gonna do for an hour, man? I don't want to like stop my stream just to start up in like 45 minutes, but I'm not gonna practice Bayle, dude. Oh my god, dude, comment in the Discord is killing me. Oh man. Wordle? What's up? Oh, dude, I'm terrible at Wordle. I'm actually terrible at Wordle. Someone just tell me what the word is. I'll get a first try. My brother and his girlfriend play like all the New York Times word games every night, and I just have to sit there and listen and pretend I'm not like this bumbling imbecile. Donut? Okay. True, true. Alright, I guess we're gonna close it. It was not a single letter from Donut. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, like, what am I gonna like play League of Legends or something for an hour? Anybody want to run some League, dude? Like, it's that awkward time where I don't have time to do anything but practice, and I'm not gonna practice. Like, oh my god. Well, guess we'll do one more Bayle kill, I suppose. And then I'll just... I don't know. Start RL1 plus 0, and when I finish the run, I'll just go back to RL1 plus 0. Surely. Oh, speaking of Obai, I talked to Recycle some, and I think I figured out the needle dodge. I think I figured out all of them, because I was like screwing up all of them. Somehow I think I got all of them now. Like, with everything I learned, I think I got it. Which apparently needles are the hardest part of the fight, which somehow I didn't know, but it makes a lot of sense. Why the fuck does it clip my deal true? Haven't hit that stage just quite yet. I almost did not roll that in time. I also forgot to put my skidoo at 7 on this one. So Kami. Yeah, minus 16. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. Subdarls. Program was not difficult, it's dealing with them in Ellen Stars. Yeah, that... I did have that happen once, so... Surely he just won't do that. Yeah, I thought I had the needles right, but then I was like, no, this isn't right. And now I think I've gotten them right again, but I haven't done a lot of practice with them. Let's do some Elden Breeze practice, surely. No, dude, like... Oh, time... Dude, I can't believe I'm an hour early. That's crazy. Well... I probably should do, like, other boss practice in the arena mod. Yeah, I might just do R1.0, but I just don't want to anymore. I'm tired of this. This run's easy. I should have gotten it already, but I'm just a buffoon. I'm ready to move on. True, the Wordle tiebreak. You never can be too prepared for that. Elden Stars, Fire Breath, Swimming, Needles, Wave, Gold. Holy. I'm sure he would never do that to me. I'm a good boy. So he would not do that. And Starfish are so good here. It's crazy. Starfish are good everywhere. I'll just use Starfish the whole time. It's fine. Surely that's better practice than using Black Flame Tornado. I've been doing something weird on this one, so we'll see how it goes. See? I think I got it, dude. No way I'll ever get hit by that again. Impossible. See, he did both just so I could prove that I knew what I'm doing. I think on those I need to tighten up my dodges a little bit. What? That one's on me, I guess. Usually I'm not that close to him for that one, but I kind of messed up. was hoping he would do Elden Stars, but then he was like way above the health threshold. I feel like I roll early on those because you can kind of just roll to outspace them. And I'm worried if he does that for Elden Stars, then that'll have to actually like dodge it a little more precisely. So I'm gonna be honest, I never actually realized how small this arena was until I started like actually really paying attention to where I was in relation to the item I dropped. This arena is tiny. Oh, I guess I'll go do like Horlu too. Also, do you honestly think it's worth getting Rock Reese Opie for this? Like I don't know, the only places I would use it are Horlu and like maybe Malekith, I guess. Malekith phase 1. Phase 2, like I don't even know which phase I would use it. And I can see it being helpful here in phase 1, but even then, like, it's not that bad, I feel like. You don't? Okay. I feel like phase 2's usually pretty quick, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I usually don't also. Oh, yeah, true. Transition mid-attack. I assume that's true for Malekith, too. Guitaring Fissure. Yeah, I can have him above him too. I didn't think about that, but I guess my Blood Flame wears off. Literally nice. Example why that's bad. That's actually really funny that he did that right there. That's actually hilarious. What attack did he even do right there? That pushed me? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What attack did I even transition him on? Let me go look. I'm curious. Spectre. Spectre said do 2 attempts, but you roll at disadvantage and have to take the worst of the 2 attempts. That's what I'm talking about, dude. See, I feel like Horaloo's not really that low, dude. Like, I guess I was in the fight for a decent bit of time, but you would use Rock Reach on Malekith phase 2 and then Horaloo phase 2? Is that what you're suggesting, Opie? Yeah, what attack did I transition him on? Wait. I transitioned him on a riposte. What? That can still happen on a riposte? Surely this will pull up. Nice. Look at... That was the attack, and then he gets staggered. I do charge R2, I riposte, and he bleeds. And then I get hit in phase 2. How does that work? I've never seen this before. What? Oh, my hits are probably going down again. I was just kidding. Dude, what? Like, does it just leave the stomped hitbox there or something? Oh, lingering hitbox zero post. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, I kind of forget that. They usually have a hitbox, right? So, okay, I go to Dragon Communion Church after Morgott because I go Killing Heal and then I go Dragon Communion. Yeah, you're I think you're right, Donut. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. But yeah, so I would get it after Morgott, which you don't really need Rock Grease before Morgott. Everything's really quick. Fire Giant, I use Rotten Breath, so I don't need Rock Grease there. Gods Can Do It, I use Rotten Breath, I don't need Rock Grease. Malekith, I guess you'd use it in phase 2. And then Gideon, you don't need a Horaloo phase 2. Radagon, you don't really need it. What the fuck was that shit? Yeah, I think it's just like Donut said, I think it's because I transitioned him on a riposte. And usually when that happens, enemies leave a hitbox. Assuming they do. Yeah, that's about where I riposted him, was like right here. And that's where the stagger was. So, I mean, like, I guess I can pick up the rockeries. I just feel like that's a bit overkill. Maybe I've been practicing on New Game 7 too much, or like with my fists too much. DS1 ass. Yeah. Give up, yeah. Like, surely you keep going in case the other person gets hit, right? It's okay, Donna, we won't tie. I will have a spy in your Discord, or in your Twitch, I mean, watching. And, they will tell me when you get hit, and I'll just make sure to get more or less hits than that. So like if I tie with you, I'll just get hit 6 more times, and then we're good to go. If you get hit and I don't, I just won't get hit. It'll just be that easy. I got it all figured out. Don't tell Numa though. Dang, dude, oh my gosh, when I started streaming, I was like, man, I really kind of need to poop, but like, I don't have time, so I'll just have to hold it. And now I do have time, but I was like, already committed to not. So like, it's too late now. You know what I mean? So, I'm cheesing Bayle. Good call, actually. Numa's gonna be in a losing situation here no matter what. This is awesome. Gray hair by 25, true. We were in Donuts chat, me, him, and Spectre. We were all in Donuts chat yesterday, and we were saying we were gonna break the poison cheese rule, and then, like, you have everybody just breaking the rules and you have to pick. Dude, I don't need rockeries for it. There's no way. Like, this is so fast, even without the rockeries. Thoughts? Unless it actually did do, like, a ton of damage here. Was rockeries... Oh. No way, dude. What about Malekith? Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, Opie recommended it, so I was like, I mean, surely he knows what he's talking about, but I don't kill Radon, which is where you'd use the third one. And I feel like Malekith is pretty quick already. I also use... Oh, excuse me. I use Flaming Strike here anyway. I mostly use Blood Flame Blade, but there's a couple times where I use Flaming Strike. Like here in Radagon, I think, is actually the only times I use it. But I don't know, I've done like a lot of fist only practice, so it feels like the kills are pretty quick. But maybe Opie thinks they're slow and that's why he's recommending things. Yeah, I wouldn't use Rod here either. Yeah, I mean, it's good on Fire Giant. It actually does, like, almost half the Fire Giant's health bar, but other than that, I feel like it's not really needed anywhere other than Elden Beast. Just double whiff, dude. I probably should just roll down every time. Is that like really delayed overhead slam safe this straight? Nice one. Oh, nice one. Mistake. It's fine. Jesus. I just feel like Lemon Strike is so easy to reapply. Like, and it gives me decent damage. Although this was not my best fight with Malekith, but this has been taking off. I can't help but feel like I'm still standing in the wrong spot for the like backwards somersault thing. Or is it just RNG? This one. Like, I feel like I'm standing in the wrong spot. I don't know. Let me try it with Rod. I don't know, that was probably my like the worst phase to have had. But like I think Rod would have helped there, but usually it wouldn't. Although I don't know if I have enough time at the start of phase 2. We'll see. I could have done a charge or two there. Maybe I should practice this fight more just so I don't miss him as much. I've also realized that, like, when you have nothing to spend your money on other than throwing daggers, I just start throwing those. He did rot really quickly, actually, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that attack. Thoughts? Like, I was just at a range where I happened to bait it out, and I didn't mean to. Like, I'm hooked. I don't know, Rot, honestly, I think it did more on Oralu than here. Bleed on the last hit, too. Yeah, dude, it's that one attack really fucks with me, and I haven't seen it in a hot minute, but I also still unsure about what I should do about it. Two solid kills though. First one was better, but maybe that was because of the rot. Yeah, he did the jump away with the thing. Nah, it was before this. I guess I'll just watch the whole phase 2 again. Oh, I totally could have gone in range. I think I should also maybe roll right on it. It looks like. When I slow it down, let me see if I can pull this up. Surely, yeah. So he jumps away. I could have walked more towards him here and then rolled in and it would have been fine. But even on this, I rolled the first one, but I rolled it left. And then this, I don't know if it has insane tracking, but the second one looks like it goes more to the left. Yeah, like if I roll right, that one. Hope I messed up because I was out of range. I'll play at a normal speed. Like I didn't expect him to do that. I should have rolled in, but I like that double spin. I just don't know what to do. I think I should roll more right on it, but I don't know if it's just where the hit lands or if it's the tracking is kind of insane. You really think I should use Rock Race here also? I feel like it's better with uh Flaming Strike. To not see it? Okay, I haven't been hit by it in a while because I haven't seen it, so I guess you're right. So, okay, let me get this straight. You're recommending I use Rock Grease on Radon, who I don't kill, and then Malekith and Horlu. I assume phase 2 on both. That's what you're suggesting? I feel like it's... Horlu, I feel like it's more worth it, but I don't know, it still feels weird to use it. Nice buff, by the way. This is probably the worst thing I could have done. Like, Malekith does rot really quickly, but I just feel like it doesn't really make as much of a difference. Because, like, I lose damage by not using Flaming Strike. And I feel like it doesn't really quite make up for that. Please don't transition. Okay. Also, my other question about Malekith is there a way I can stand to bait out this attack and jump? Because I feel like I'm trying to stand behind him to bait it out, but it feels like it's RNG. And I don't know if it's like actually RNG or if there's a more precise spot I could be standing. That was pretty bad. RNG, okay. Thank you. I don't know, I feel like Flaming Strike is better here. The only time Rock Grease actually feels comparable is on Horlu phase 2. But even then, I feel like getting one Rock Grease for that is just not really worth it, you know? Oh. Okay, let me go back and do like one more Bayle kill, and then one more ADM kill. Not worth Flaming Strike? Okay. That's kind of what it felt like. But I did try it at least. And Horlu, it feels okay on Horlu. I thought that hit me, honestly. Did you remove Red Feather Brainstorm and Flaming Strike? Okay. Would you replace... Surely you wouldn't replace Red Feather, though, with Ritual Sword? Ball meme. Nice, dude. I was afraid of that. I'm not really sure what I can do about that, though. Because you have to run, like, a certain way. Oh, I unequipped it, too. Nice. You have to run a certain way to, like, not get hit by the flame, right? Okay, so, okay, on Bayle phase transition, it's like the main problem attack for me still. You have to run a certain way. I feel. So you don't end up in like the middle of the. I mean, so you don't end up getting hit by things. Well, I guess it doesn't really feel that precise, actually. Like, I can kind of circle back to the middle a bit easier, I feel like. If you look at him while he phase transitions after he flies off to 9 o'clock, and start curving towards 7 o'clock. So this way? And then to curve like this? What the fuck? That cannot be the right numbers. That was bad fault. Oh, no lock on. So this way? And then curve this way? No, I curved the wrong way. Adjusting my strats and minutes before my match. That was the right direction. Just 6 up the bottom. I don't understand. Like, you end up walking back into it. Like that? That was kind of better, I guess, but not really. I do end up looking at him though, which is cool. That can't be what you're talking about, right? There's no way that's what you're saying. But that just happens to work. Too much. Except I can't see the fire this way, but whatever, dude. I'll just leave it up to RNG. Whatever happens, happens. I need to go to the bathroom, I think. If I get hit because of that, fine. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. I'm gonna fucking need it, dude. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All bosses, but the bosses don't get hit. That's the next run. What the fuck? Brilliant. Wait. There was an explosion. Oh, I do remember this. I killed a hand here. Stop. Oh, he's cheating. Shit. Okay. Oh, dude, I get it. You're a fucking Crucible Knight that has a sword. What? Alright. I would like to see where this teleporter goes. Wait. Okay, surely he's not gonna do the lightning. Never mind. Dude, oh my god. Cringe.
my fucking god.
I'm gonna fucking clip that, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, that's pretty awkward. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Eating snacks and I'm homebound.
We didn't even make progress on. Like the blessings, we didn't spend any time on. Seals, we didn't spend any time on.
Yeah,
We basically didn't do the DLC
Center
at all.
Square confused me at first, mainly just because after you marked imbued, I was really afraid Cronus was going to go for Blessings America to threaten that column 1.
Yeah. I mean, the center square was like at that point in the match was super pressure.
Yeah.
Depraved perfumer. There we go. See, I knew. Okay. His attributes are not on here. Fextra life, you're fucking useless. Woohoo! Okay. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Very good fight. Really interactive. Are you? Man, fuck you, Loretta. If I'm being honest here, I think they should make all NPCs like Gostok. Gostok is an S tier NPC. He doesn't roll 500 times for no reason. He doesn't backstab 15 times in a row for no reason. He just stands there and gets staggered. And that's what NPCs should do. I bet that damage will actually just be off the charts with how strong it will be. I feel like this torrent also has a better turning radius than the one I had before, the like normal torrent. I feel like this one turns better. I don't know how to explain that, but it definitely feels better. Could also just be because this... What is that? This game is trash! Okay, whatever. I forgot about this guy. Shit. Rip. GG's to the all great runes, dude. Yeah, I need to take a look at this section. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Dude. Oh my god. This is so bad. I'm done. I am the luckiest person in the world. You know what my genius brain just thought of? Why am I even doing this when I have Dragon Maw? Bam, 20% bonus damage from Blue Dancer. It's just that fucking easy. He will die in one shot unbuffed. It's like, it really is just think harder. It's a game about thinking harder. You don't have to play better, you just have to think harder. Ow. Like, just bite.
This weapon sucks ass for this boss, I guess.
Dude, what a snipe! That did 2,000 damage.
Okay, I'm back. Yo, what's up, Agent? How's it going, dude? I'm realizing my splits are a little bit off, but it's fine. Let me also go ahead and like open my game and stuff. And get rid of my minus 36 hits. There we go. Excuse me. You think I have space to put Curse You, Bayle? There we go. Minus 36, dude. I'm actually just that good. I'm taking all the hits I would have taken on previous weeks, and since I didn't take them, adding them to the negative. So I actually have 36 hits of wiggle room before my hits count. That's all it is. Okay, well. Guess I'm ready. Shit, donuts. The icon's pretty good, dude. The Egon outfit.
Hello.
How is it going for you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Hello.
I am fantastic. Thank you. Cronus has had a lot of time to practice, isn't it right, Cronus?
We sure had.
I don't
I'm
want to
scared.
talk
I'm in
about
danger,
it.
dude.
Yeah, he started out earlier because of the day-wide savings in the use. But yeah, it is very good to see you here, and I wish you luck with both Bayo and AGM, who are probably gonna be two of the most dangerous points of the run.
Yeah.
So, what is your prediction on the amount of hits that you're about to take?
I don't know, honestly. It feel like it can go either way. Like, Ancient Dragonman is okay, but he's also an NPC boss, so it's like anything can happen. And Bayle is still Bayle despite being well prepared. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully none. Hopefully not the same exact amount because I don't want to do tie breaks.
True. I think if I don't get hit to Bayle, it'll be hitless. But if I get hit to Bayle, I'm gonna have like 8 hits because it's harder to enter the arena than
Yeah.
like starting the fight with him in the middle.
Yeah, the entering flame RNG is insane. Right.
Yeah.
As such, I wish you good luck. And shall you give me a countdown, CBD?
Yeah, I can go from 6, 7-ish, right?
Okay. Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck, Donut.
Good luck.
Okay, dude. I realize my splits are in my camera on Numa's stream, so I'm gonna try and fix that real quick. Because it looks kind of ugly.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
There we go. What's up, King Arthur? Yeah, thank you for that, by the way, Gura. That's pretty much it. This is currently semifinals, so there's not too much left. There's this week and next week. Thanks for the good luck, Agent. Appreciate it. I'd suck your toes. Thanks. I try and keep my toes pretty clean, just in case someone offers, so... I guess we're ready. I'm also gonna jump off later, because, otherwise the hit counter counts it as 1. Even though it's not actually a hit. Oh my gosh, why does it say 9? Okay, we're all good. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Thanks for blessing the run, Agent. Surely. Like, honestly, I hope Newman doesn't do that thing again where he's like, oh, look how much this guy sounds like Gino. It's crazy. They sound just the same. But surely he's gonna do it at some point. I think he did it in like 2 of the matches or something. But no, seriously, like, if I win, cool. We go to finals. It'll be cool. If I lose, I get to focus on my own runs and like grind out R1+0 and stuff. So if I, like, no matter if I win or lose, I will be happy. Like, I do not care what happens at all, which is why I haven't practiced very much this week. Not a Gino stream. There's no way you think I look and or sound like Gino. No way. There's a small part of the population that thinks that, and I disagree, but they all seem to agree with each other. Actually, good luck for real mouse. Simple? True, I don't really say simple very much.
But I can also let you're not then. Why not? I am Carlin.
I'll make Donut a deal. I need like a mediator. We both do Bayle +0. And then we can both just RNG roll how many hits we take. That's what we should do, dude. That's what we should do. But no, like, I feel okay about Bayle. I kind of was trashing him before. He's okay. He's not bad. I kind of like him a bit more now. I don't think the fight is like crazy good, but it's not crazy bad either. It's just kind of not great for hitless in my opinion, but the fight is so cinematic it almost makes up for it because it's such a cool fight. But the actual fight itself it's fine. So yeah, I've come to like Bayle a bit more than I started with.
Have they serve but you? I can play turning root to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then summon me. I bequeath. It will summon torrent. Treat him with.
I also didn't know CBD had a green screen till today. I feel like I don't watch his streams a ton. I do occasionally. I like lurking in there because he has like kind of the ASMR voice, you know? But I don't know. I didn't know he had a green screen. I've been bamboozled. Maybe I'll start saying simple. Just be like a carbon copy of Gino. I'll go get my hair done just like him. I'll like watch his streams non-stop so I can always say exactly what he says in the same way. I'll learn his accent, I guess. Are we twinning? I don't know. Are we twinning? We could be. Oh, I know there's been a lot of rule changes in Team Hitless about Elden Ring, and I don't want to like talk about a whole bunch unless you guys are actually interested in it, but how much of a time save is Serpent Hunter Lance Crouch Poke versus just Serpent Hunter? Because I know that one was the big deal for speedrun and stuff, but that's my question. How much time does it actually save? Mommy's good boy ASMR, and I can't say that I do. 30 to 45? Okay. Honestly, I thought it'd be more, but I guess not. Not possible in Hitless? Yeah. Wait. What do you mean not possible? Minute 15, okay. I see, I think. Yeah, that was the main thing I was curious about, because I heard someone say 30 to 45 seconds, and I'm really not that great at, like, guessing time and stuff, but when I heard that, I was like, dude, there's no way it only saves 30 to 45 seconds. There's gotta be more. You want a specific way to Rancor and Part 2 Earthquake? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Headless, like Headless you can't trade and stuff, and you have to be more careful. But yeah, when I heard 30 to 45 seconds from one of the admins, I think, because they were involved in the conversation, I'm sure they just read it somewhere and said it, but I was like, there's no way it's only a 30 to 45 second time save. That is ridiculous. Which makes sense for not Hitless, but Hitless, you save more, which makes sense. Because it can, like, the crouch poke can still fully script him, right? At, like, +4 or whatever. Veteranese studied speeds? Okay, yeah. That, I'd believe that. Because I know there's a difference between, like, regular speedruns and hitless speedruns, so... But again, I'm also not, like, speed god or anything, so how would I know? Full scripted +4. Dodge 1 attack in phase 2? Yeah. It's pretty damn good. I also almost just sprinted through here, which is what I've been doing lately. Like with the torch, just not killing anything. Would have been more exciting. Yeah, scripted off both ways. That's what I thought, because I think, like, you have to hit all headshots or do jump part 2 or something at the beginning, but it is pretty straightforward. Oh, that might be really. Just kidding. It is timing. Because I used to do it on my old all bosses route. Because I thought it was cool, but then I was like, oh, this is... Like, I felt like it was just easier to fight him. So I just started fighting him instead. A little spanking. Not learning fucking Rykard. True. Honestly, after I've practiced him so much, he's not really that bad, but I can't really say I like the fight very much. It's one of those things where, like, I think the actual fight itself is pretty garbage, but after I've done it so many times, it's kind of whatever, because you don't really deal with health phase. You always cancel the skull attack, Rancor, and then, like, you have the Vow for the Earthquake. R1 no Vow? Yeah, see, that sucks. I think Fetchery has a way to consistently dodge Earthquake, but you'd have to ask him about it to be sure. I think it's precise, but I might be wrong. Doing all that? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. Rykard, I think he's cool from a casual perspective because, like, you get this giant spear that shoots out light beams to kill him. But for challenge running, he's kind of lame. because like the fight is kind of bland, honestly. But then the other problem is when you're doing all Great Runes weapon only, you pretty much just go to Rykard first, because, or at least I do, I know not everybody does, but I do and I know a lot of people do, because it just makes the most sense to go kill him first, because you get Gambit, you get Golden Bow, you get a bunch of money for setup, and then you have the one boss you can't use your weapon on out of the way. Whereas, like, I think it would make more sense to not do him on all Great Runes weapon only, because you don't use your weapon to kill him. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I've talked about that before, but I still stand by that. It's so boring for me. And it saves time to not go kill him. Not that much time, but a little bit at least. Which I did kill him on the all Great Runes yesterday, that I did. Just because I was like, well, I may as well submit this run to Team Hitless since it was a cool run. But I don't know, on future runs I may or may not, depending on which Team Hitless rules I do and don't follow. I'll just have to see. Thank God you play DS3. True. Dude, I don't know, DS3 is so much fun. I still play it casually, because I haven't, like, challenge brained myself on it yet. So I can still play DS3 pretty casually. And that game is really fun. I'm really excited to, once the Hitless League is over, I'm going to do R1 Pasiro, the 2 all bosses runs I want to do, and then Trilogy, which I'm going to learn Dark Souls 3 pretty carefully for, I think. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I won't, but I probably will. And I might come with a couple of any percents that I want to do, but we'll see. Instead of challenges, yeah. I feel like it's probably the hardest one to no-hit out of all 7. That's what I've heard in general. I don't know how true that is because, like, I don't play the game, but that's what I've heard is it's the hardest. And just, like, doing the little bit of no-hit I have done, it is really difficult. The hidden body route, it really simplifies it, I think, but even then, it's still really tricky. Like, there's some really tricky boss fights in that game. Like, I think no matter how you do Abyss Watchers, that fight's pretty tricky. Sage isn't too bad. Like, learning the spawns is kind of a lot, but it's not that bad, honestly. And, like, Cinder's really tough. Princes are tough if you're fighting them. DSA is really tough. It's a cool game. I can't believe Numa got CBD to commentate. That's crazy. And then the first thing he said in Discord was a 6-7 joke, and I instantly lost all respect for him. Crazy. You hate to see it, dude. Unknown run killer? Yeah, true. Because, like, I feel like if you do the fight normally, then you have to deal with, like, essentially a trio fight, which it's not really that bad, but it is still, like, the duo and trio fights are not easy at Hitless, so it is kind of a lot. But then, and it requires a lot of patience and experience too. But then if you fight them in the corner, I feel like that's also really, really tricky, where you don't get the spawns, but you're fighting in the corner. Like, that's also not easy at all. I tried to do that, and I had a lot of issues with it. Partially because I suck, but also because it's hard. Yeah, when I first was doing Hitless in DS3, I didn't really have many issues with Watchers, but that was like my favorite boss when I did my first playthrough, and I got stuck on them for a while, so I think I kind of figured them out pretty well then. Can't believe that was my favorite boss, by the way. Maybe one other was cooler, but I thought Watchers were so cool, dude. I don't know. I'll go back and do DS3 at some point, because I do want to do a bunch of runs in that game. But like I also want to do a bunch of runs in Elden Ring, you know? So it's hard. Especially because I already know Elden Ring and I don't really know DS3 quite as well. Three runs you want to do and then stop hitless. Really? I mean, I guess that's fair. What are the 3 runs you want to do? I don't really want to stop doing hitless at any point soon, but maybe that'll change if I start to get really burnt out or something, which has happened before, but I keep coming back and doing something, like bingo or whatever. The only run I really want to do in Dark Souls 3 right now is any percent for Trilogy, but I do eventually further down the line I know I'll want to go back and run it more. Any percent of top 2 world record 1, all vanilla bosses and solo 1+0, no infusions, sub 1. Damn, dude. There's some crazy crazy runs. How okay. Honest question, because obviously like Gino doesn't make the rules, it's just that nobody really does those runs, but when he did Master Run in DS3, it was SO1, no upgrades or infusions, but when he did Elden Ring, he did R1+0, but he still did fusions. Are infusions just like insanely good in Dark Souls 3, or was it to prevent certain, like a certain something? Because like I don't really know how powerful infusions are in that game. Yeah, those are some crazy runs, dude. I wish you the best of luck. They aren't better than just buffs? Really? Okay. I guess... Interesting. Sorry for the ad. I probably should have ran them before the match. And I probably could have turned them off the entire match. That's on me. I'm bad about running my ads properly. I'm wondering if maybe he also did it in infusions, or like the equivalent of infusions in Elden Ring, because it's like it's more of a part of the game, if that makes sense. Because you can't really like switch out the Ash of War and stuff in Dark Souls 3, but at least not to my knowledge, but in Elden Ring you can. So maybe he thought it was more part of the game to keep it in. Or maybe the boss fights would just simply be too long without like the status changes and stuff. Because like when you do no stat buffing like he did, it's really hard to find weapons you can use. So I know that like you pretty much can't use anything over 10 dex, and then anything over 15 strength, but you have more options with strength weapons, but typically strength weapons don't really have status effects like dex weapons do. Like dex weapons are known for bleed, like Rivers of Blood and Uchi and Nagakiba, stuff like that. Whereas strength weapons you have like Big Bonk, like Giant Crusher and stuff. So maybe that's also part of it. Welcome back. I think when the ad started, I said I should have ran it earlier because I could have turned it off for the entire run most likely, but I'm bad about ads, so sorry. I surely will get better one day. Dude, I kind of want to do patches just for the golden foul feed. Shackle's so lame and cringe. Morgoth's so nice and fun. But also, like, if I die on Morgoth, I lose my foul foot, which is kind of sad. It's life, yeah, that's true. Not much you can do about it. Yeah, live testing, dude. Surely. I have done it a couple times, and the kill on Morgoth is fast enough, pretty much, to get the double foot still, but it's... I don't know. It's whatever. I don't need it. It's just nice to have the extra levels. Elvar, yeah. For me, at least, on all of the other DLC runs, I value capital too much, because I get my Somber 7 in the sewers, I get Moog Shackle for Moog, and I get... On all of the other runs, I got 2 talisman pouches in capital, because I didn't do market, but on this one I would only get 1, so... Plus, yeah, the levels were really nice. So on other runs, it was more important than this one. This one I would consider doing Varys quest, and just like take off Sword Seal, I guess. But at the same time, my weapon uses so much endurance, I like having the extra stats from it. But I think a lot of other people did do Vari's questline on their runs. I know Donut did on all of his, I think. Spectre, I'm pretty sure Spectre did. I think Meta did as well. I don't think Azaz did, but I might be wrong on that. But yeah, like at least half of the people did do Vari's questline. Because it is a tad bit faster. And if we tie, dude, I have no idea who I'm gonna pick. Depending on who he picks, I might just pick Melania, because I think that fight's really fun, even though I haven't practiced it a whole lot lately. But I don't know, recently when I've been practicing bosses, I feel like the more I practice, the worse I get, somehow. Like, in the moment. Like, if I sit there and practice Melania for an hour, I feel like my Melania will be worse than if I just fight her once. If that makes sense. No, it's not +0. It's whatever your character's max level is. Like you get +10 your 4 talismans and all of your levels and stuff. As far as I know. I didn't really read the rules so carefully on the tiebreaker, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. What's up, Zephyr? Thanks for good luck, dude. How have you been? I hope you'll be happy to hear that I like Bayle more than I did. I think the fight is kind of mid still, but it's cinematic enough that it makes up for it. I think he's a really cool boss. The fight is kind of whatever, but I think overall he's pretty solid. I definitely prefer him on casual than hitless, but I don't have a choice right here. New mousepad, nice, dude. Any fun designs or anything? I've been meaning to get a new mousepad lately, but I have not. Mine is not great, honestly. It has some lights on it that are kind of fun, but it's pretty dirty, and I'm not really sure how I should wash it since it does have the lights. And I think it's also a cheaper mousepad too, so it's not like high quality. And my girlfriend has 2 mousepads actually. She uses both of them, but they're both really nice, like high quality, very good. And she got one for her brother recently too, which is also high quality, and it's really nice. And my brother, I visited him like last week, I guess, and he also has a really nice mousepad. His is pretty dirty, but it is really, really nice. Skeleton hand and human hand each reaching for each other. Full black and white. Nice, dude. Kind of like, sounds like kind of yin yang a little bit with black and white, but that's cool. I have suggestions for guaranteed hits. Really? Sure. I mean, like, the thing is, Opie, is I don't want to lose. Okay, let me start over. Forget that. I want to lose. I'm ready to be done with the league, and I'm ready to just, like, grind out R1+0 and all bosses stuff. But at the same time, I hate when I don't perform well, so I don't want to lose. So, like, I don't know, dude. It's just like a lose-lose. It's lose-lose and win-win, no matter what happens. Because if I lose, I'm happy because I can go work on my other runs, and that'll be a lot of fun. But I'll also be disappointed that I played poorly and lost. And then if I win, then it's cool that I won, and I'm proud of myself for playing well. But then I also can't work on my own hitless runs. Like, it's literally win-lose no matter what. Mean coin flip, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what are the mean suggestions, Opie? Let's hear it. Because I was gonna do, like, Onze. Like, I was gonna practice Onze a little bit. If I was more invested at this point, I would practice him. I didn't, but I was thinking about practicing Onze and doing him. But then, apparently you can only do, like, main story bosses. $5 per suggestion, bro. You think I have that kind of cash? How about, like, 5 cents? I'll give you a nickel for each suggestion. Yeah, it's only main bosses. Yeah, like the only main required bosses. So this week we can't do ADM or Bayle, so we don't repeat stuff. But like I couldn't do Onze. I couldn't do a Knight's Cavalry or something. Or Tree Sentinel. Like it has to be a required boss that I killed one of the weeks. Or like Jory Midra. I think 3 except Jory, yeah, pretty much. And even then, like, if he picks a Jory, I will just surrender. Like, I didn't play the Jory week. That wasn't my week, so I don't have a strat for Jory. I got nothing. I will get hit there. Prep for Fias, you just win? Surely, dude, surely. What did, Donut didn't play the week he had Fias, right? I don't think he did. he Yeah, I think it did, because his weapon would suck for that, and I don't think he gets a lot of faith. So he couldn't use like Lightning Spear or something. Yeah, grab Night Comet? Dude. Should I actually? I'll have like an hour left, roughly, I think, because I don't know how long the Skadu collection is gonna take. Probably like 20 minutes, so. Yeah, exactly, then I win. It's seriously a win-lose. Unless he does his first fight hitless, whatever boss he picks, he does it hitless, and then he gets hit to Fia's once, and then I do Fia's hitless, but get hit to his boss. Then it's another tiebreaker. No, it's not plus 12. It's just like whatever you collect. Although for tiebreakers, it's scaled, so we don't need any skidoo. But for this, you have to set it up and stuff. I did talk to Numa about that, because he was saying it was... I kind of agree with him. It's the setup conversation about skipping setup, but everybody has their own unique setup. And Scadu is kind of the same way, because some people have done like +0 Scadu. I'm probably going to get 7 on this. Donut, I think, is getting 4. Like, there's still differences there that he likes to see. So it kind of sucks, but I understand. Otherwise, yeah, I'd probably spawn +12 because holy Bayle is tanky, dude. Oh, that's not the right one. Go to the invisible and I just make my weapon go away. Imagine you're about to walk through a running section and then you just turn your weapon off instead of making your character invisible. Surely I got the other key, right? Okay, yeah. Dude, I think nervous poops might be a real thing. I'm not really that nervous, but I did literally just go use the bathroom before this match started, and I have a feeling in my tummy. If you know what I'm saying. Not to be, like, gross or anything, but maybe it's a real thing. Diabetes. Actually, it could be diabetes because I used to eat a lot of, not like a, but I definitely ate more candy when I was younger, like sugary stuff and foods. And I'm pretty sure my grandfather had diabetes. I might be wrong on that. I should ask my brother because he would know better, but oopsie. Wait, that could actually be true. We were actually talking about this last night because I was playing games with my brother and my partner, and we had visited my dad recently, and he had something that like kind of piqued her interest. But anyway, we talked about like health and stuff from our ancestors, and apparently like everything bad comes from my dad's side of the family. Like my mom's side usually has like pretty old living people. But my dad's side has like a lot of cancer and stuff, which is not great for my future. Eating sugar candy doesn't cause diabetes. Being fat by eating sugar causes it? Really? Okay, I didn't know that. I'm not... Technically, I think I am considered overweight by the, like, BMI or whatever, but I swear everybody is, so... I'm not really... I am, like... I don't know, I say I have a bit of a tummy, but it's not that much of a tummy. Like, I'm not... I weigh a lot, but I'm also really tall, and I also work out, like, usually, like, once a week with a pretty intense workout. I need to do more, but... Yeah, BMI span, okay, yeah, see. I don't think I'm overweight. I'm not unhappy with how my body looks, but it could look better, sure, but I don't think I'm overweight or anything. You're small. Yeah, true. That's a bogey. I have gotten a little bigger, but it's because I've been working out. So, but like I have noticed like my muscles getting bigger, so I am a bit bigger, but still pretty small, for being honest. Yeah, I guess that's I don't know if I've ever seen you, but I'll take your word for it. Working out definitely bad, true, yeah. Every single person I know who works out is overweight on the BMI by like a lot, which is really funny. Genetics or obesity? Okay. Well, I'm not obese. At least I don't think so. I am American, so that's not a good sign, but I don't think so. The BMI seems to disagree with me though. But I do think my grandfather had it, so. Yeah, we got just like Gino, dude. I like all the ones you put in there. I need to take this more seriously. I'm gonna get hit to like the Golem Archer or something. Oh my god. I remember asking Gino about it, and I was like, do you have your own workout? Like, do you have your own workout equipment, or do you just like use bodyweight calisthenics stuff? And he was like, yeah, I have my own stuff, but every time he has like the earbud sponsorship and he works out, he's doing like pull-ups and push-ups and stuff, and I'm like, bro, this is like I mean that's not really your gym setup, but okay, I guess, sure. Get hit once, cut out and start normal with 0, true. If I do that and I get the run, I think I should win automatically. I wonder how upset Numa would be. Like, do the fucking run you're supposed to do, stop doing this shit. Oh, that would be so funny, dude. Yeah, I used to work out a little more in high school because I had more free time. And, like, less depression, I guess. So I did more at-home stuff, which was really cool. I used to be able to do handstands and handstand push-ups, and I don't really have the balance anymore. I'm super out of practice. But it was really fun, and then I had some, like, really bad wrist issues because I was also in marching band, and I played marimba, and I would hold 4 mallets, which, like, would cause me problems with my hands and stuff. So I had to stop. I also played piano too a lot, and my piano skills were kind of crazy, so I had to cut something out. And since I was practicing for my senior recital and I was in marching band, I cut out gym, which kind of sucks, but I never really got back into it as much. Will they stay in during movement? Oh, true, yeah. You're probably right. I guess if you're like laying down doing bench press, they're probably not gonna fall off or anything. Not even close. I almost got stepped on there. Mitch doing Binger Brawlers, he could have Binger match and started doing 80% speed runs. Are you serious? What did Domo do? Surely that was like a practice match, not a real match, right? No way, dude. That's so funny. It was a real match. Oh my gosh, no way. I need someone to ask Numa what he would do if I get hit and quit out and start R1+0. And I need someone to ask him and tell me the answer. Then play the next season? Yeah, I probably wouldn't let him play either, dude. Like, what the hell is that? That's really funny, though. Actually, legendary moment. Yeah, if I get hit, am I allowed to start R1+0 and just have that count instead of this run? And if I get hit, like, I still lose. And if I don't get hit, I win. I think that would be totally fair, dude. Can't remember the season, yeah. It's probably a singles season, surely. That's crazy, dude. How much poison cheese my R1? Actually 0, and I fight DPS too. And I forgot to count. I don't do like any cheesing on my RL1+0 actually. Like I kill Rykard, I guess, and I script Noble before Rykard. But like other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Oh, Gideon, true, yeah, never mind. Forgot about that fucking loser.
I presume
My bad.
I am an old soul here. Perhaps you.
Did you cook? Nope, sure didn't. I think I just do this, and then Faith Dump. It's about right to me. I can't imagine being so upset during a bingo match that you quit and start doing speedruns. Like, I've played bingo before. Like, a lot of bingo. That's crazy. Now, I haven't played DLC bingo, which I think is... I think he did a lot of DLC bingo, but that's crazy. That is actually so legendary and so crazy at the same time. It's so funny. These ones not really. Is that the season? That's the season Gino played though, right? I don't think he played that season, but there was someone he played that season who was like, oh, it was Ain. Gino played Ain, and Ain got really tilted during the match. I do remember that, but I don't think he like quit or anything. I just think at the post interview he was really pissed because he was like, Domo asked him a question, and he was like, I don't know, dude. What am I supposed to fucking do? He's just bending me over, fucking me the whole game. I don't know how I'm supposed to play or something. I remember that, and that was so funny. When he said that, I like jumped because I wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh damn, this guy's hella pissed. And I really shouldn't be laughing, but like, having the thought of grown adults getting that upset over a fucking bingo match is so funny to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of brutal matches, but usually it's easiest to just be like, wow, I played like shit, dude. Like, you played a lot better than me, but it's just, people tilting so hard is so funny. Like, I don't even feel like it was that bad, but it was just, it's so funny. Oh my god. Oops, I got farted on. Tragic. What a shit show, bro. Uh-oh. Auto splitter didn't split patches, dude. Okay, I'll buy Shackle, but I might not use it. If we get one donation before I get to market, I won't Shackle. How about that? Not to me, to the charity. Just by the way. Plot twist, I'm not going to use Shackle anyway, but someone should donate, right? Because that's... I won't use Shackle on Market, but I'll use it on Morgot. So I'll get this Grace just in case. And surely that guy's actually really friendly, so... Yeah, I'm gonna see. Why am I doing this? I feel like this is griefing at the highest form of griefing possible, without actually looking like I'm griefing. Now that's a lot of damage. Bozo. Should've dodged it, I don't know. Get a roll button like the NPCs, dude. Instead of GG. Oh, I know, Opie. I'm well aware of that wall, dude. Just trying to get in. Because I was like, well, if I'm gonna fight Market, I should probably get this Grace in case he kills me. And then I was like, well, there's also this guy chasing me, and he shouldn't have done that, so he needs to die now. It's for a couple of reasons. Oh, Hoagie. First reason is you have less equip load, so you have light load versus medium load. And light load, when you roll, you get more distance, which is not... On a lot of fights, it doesn't really matter too much, but some fights it's important, and it just becomes what you're used to. So that's kind of just like what you end up doing. But the other important reason is because Blue Dancer Charm is a talisman, and Blue Dancer Charm gives you more damage at lower equip load. So you take everything off for higher damage. Mostly Blue Dancer, but also Light Load is pretty nice in a lot of situations. Ain't you turn around, bro. Brother, log onto the dang meeting, please. Maybe what I'll do, if we get a tiebreaker, is I'll pick Godric. And I'll just use my heavy Ash of War to blast through half its health bar. So that would probably be sick. I've never tested that at +9, or I guess it would be +10 with like full buffs and everything, but I'm pretty sure it'd do half its health. And I'm pretty sure I'd be untargetable the whole time. I could probably sprint here, because I have stealth. It's a little different with stealth. Oh, I meant to eat the flesh on the stairs. Whoops. Oh well.
All that is gold. And one day, we will return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
I almost jumped down there. But awkward. The trick also to making this jump every time, you sprint straight off here, and then just jump again. Make it every time. Easy. Yeah, shrimple, dude. Shrimple. I'm supposed to say simple to become more like Gino, but shrimple is a lot better. I remember, this is a long time ago, but I made fun of as a strong word, but I was like, it's so weird seeing everyone use stealth on this bridge, because you don't need stealth, it doesn't really do a whole lot for you. And then I had someone smarter than me be like, actually, it does do something, you're stupid. And ever since then, I've started using stealth on that bridge. It doesn't really do a whole lot. The golem on the left side sees you when he's standing up, and he can do an attack. And if you're not careful, it can hit you if you're not right against the wall. And if you use Gambit or Stealth, he just doesn't do that attack. And I didn't know that. And I said something about it because I watched a lot of people do it on their first runs. It's like, it's so strange, I don't understand. But then someone educated me, and now I usually use Stealth there. Not always, but most of the time. Just easier on the stamina management and thinking. Actually, is anybody here? Oh, Zephyr, perfect. You're still in the No Hit Hikers Discord, right? And surely you're still here in my chat. Can you look at the list that Dona sent of the bosses we're allowed to fight or pick for the tiebreaker? And tell me if Fia's Champs is on that list? I want to say it was banned, but I don't know. It is on the list? Okay. In that case, I will go get an comment, I guess. I'm such an asshole, but I guess that happens. guess I could get it now, but I'll probably get it after. I'll get it after 8 AM. At least wear some shoes. There you go. These are my shoes. My only shoes I have are very long shoes. They go up to my waist. Dude, am I gonna be like some cringe loser and actually pick these champs for a tiebreaker against one of the only people who didn't fight that boss? No way, dude. No way I'm gonna do that. Like, seriously though, either I get the run here and I don't get hit at all. I guess like I could get hit to ADM, but I either don't get hit to Bayle at all, or I get hit him like 8 times because I have to spawn at the fog wall. And I didn't practice that even though Lemon said I should, and I knew he was right and I didn't do it anyway. Yeah, pants supremacy. Who needs shoes, bro? It's cringe, that's up to you. True, he does have infinite iframes, actually, that's a good point. Infinite iframes or infinite cringe? What's worse? Watch me pick Via's champs and then get a hit to it and he doesn't hitless. Although I also had magic tier and magic scorpion charm and the intelligence tier and the intelligence talisman. So I did kind of have a lot. I think I also had America's Scar Seal or something, because that was the underground week. I had to do Mimic. I think I might have gotten Scar Seal on that one. I can't remember. And Red Feather. I had a ton of buffs on that week, dude. Although it would still be easier with Nike. Any boss in the game, but you both fight them. Yeah, I kind of agree, Opie, but I think Numa just wanted to keep it short and sweet, hopefully. Up against infinite iframes and you throw your weapon across the arena? Yeah, that's true. It is, like, I think, honestly, yeah, Donut does have infinite iframes. I think his weapon is probably the weakest of the top 4. Just because he has fire damage and fire is pretty bad on Moog, and I don't think it's great on Bayle. So it's like, yeah, he does have infinite iframes, so he can deal with, like, the transition really easily and stuff, but at the same time, like, my weapon does more... But actually, I think against Bayle, his weapon actually does more damage than mine, which is kind of nuts, but in general, mine does more than his. But I'm also getting, like, Howl, so there's also that to think about. Fought against this because he doesn't know bosses in Other Ring? Are you serious? That's so cringe, dude. Not cringe, that's messed up. But yeah, Azaz, I think Azaz actually has had, like, the most slept on weapon the entire season. He has, like, first of all, it's a catalyst. He can cast spells with it, and he can upgrade. So he basically gets a weapon and a staff all in one. The moveset on it looks pretty ass, but when you can throw it across the continent, like, that's not too bad, right? So, I don't know, like, of the top 4 weapons, like, Azaz's might be the strongest, I don't know. Man, I gotta poo so bad, dude. One of the addition fights is to get hit or get lucky. I love some good old luck to cheese my tiebreakers, dude. Although no, I thought it was any boss you fought at all on any run, and I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna go kill a Knight's Cav, and then everyone else will also have to kill a Knight's Cav. And I know the Knight's Cap moveset. I'm not sure if everyone else does. That was my original plan. And then I was like, oh, that's not really how it works. And we would have plus 10, which I understand because it makes it easier for like figuring out how to do it. But at the same time, like I was going to do like the Limgrave Knight's Cap or something because it's really quick. And it also has enemies on that bridge, which if you don't know will screw you over. I was like, if I do that with no stealth and like a +0 weapon, if other people have to do it under the same restrictions, then like, first of all, that gets really, really complicated, but that would be perfect. Like, I could just do that, right? Crystallians? Yeah, exactly. Crystallians would be another good one. Tried both their weapons, and I very quickly came to the conclusion that I would get bored in a few weeks. Yeah, that's also fair. My weapon has been pretty cool. I like Meteoric Orblade in base game anyway, but this Ash of War is obviously way cooler, and so is the Charizard too. But I think the biggest thing for me is that the like the Charizard 2 isn't really viable because the Ash of War is just so much better, and the heavy Ash of War isn't really that good. And I've used it in a couple spots, and it's been really cool to see those spots and see people's reactions to me using it live for the first time. But other than that, like, I think my biggest issue is that the League, even though there's been different objectives, you do very similar routes for every single one, which is kind of my fault, kind of like lack of variety, I guess. But that's been the biggest thing that I've gotten bored with. Not really my weapon so much. Just because, like, every run you're doing 2 great runes, and Radahn is basically one every single time because you need him for DLC. So whether you're doing base game or DLC, you're just going to kill him. Like, he's honestly just been required for almost every single objective, I think. And then, on top of that, when I don't do... Like, when I do... Like, for Renala, sure, I'm not doing Godric, I'm doing Renala, but I'm doing Renala, Radahn, Capital, Nile, Moog. And then for, like, Mesmer, Rykard, I do Rykard and Radahn, and then Capital, Nile, Moog, Mesmer. Like, it's the same thing over and over again, just with, like, a different ending boss, which, like, you kind of have to do that, I think, with the rule set we had, but it does get old pretty quick for me. Other than that, though, I think the League has honestly been really great. Like, maybe switching weapons halfway through, or a couple times or something would be cooler, but other than that, the League has honestly been really, really fun. Just, like, at this point, it's, like, even this route is the same. Godric, Radahn, Capital, Nile, Moog, Bayle. Like, it's the same thing, just different final boss, you know? Remember from what a normal run would look like, so not Meteor Fist? True. Cool tech. Yeah, Ash of War dodges are cool. I didn't want much damage. Yeah, true. I think scripting things also kind of my own fault kind of happens. Like, Radahn, I don't really script him intentionally, but I just do so much damage that he just happens to get scripted. Shackles, sure, that's my own fault. I take full responsibility for that as I go to grab another one. But that's, I don't know, part of that is just me wanting to be as consistent as possible for this, and that's just by getting Shackles. Like, I know the Morgott boss fight, obviously, I'm doing R1+0, but it's a little more consistent to just get the Shackle, you know? What's up, Bonder? Thanks for good luck, dude. Yeah, Radahn scripts himself, exactly. And yeah, I've had some cool Ash of War dodges. I've tried to squeeze them in everywhere I can, which has been fun. And I've learned a lot of DLC boss fights, which has, as tiring as it's been the last couple weeks, it's been really good for me to look at some of those fights really in depth. Like, it's been cool, and it's been good. And it's been overall pretty fun. A little bit exhausting, for sure, after you've done it so many weeks in a row, but I think that's true for any boss you're learning, right? Like, if you're learning one boss really intensely in a week, like, that's just gonna happen. Like, Mesmer, I learned Mesmer from basically my first playthrough to R1+0 in a week. R1+0 new game. Well, not really R1. It was new game 7+0. So it's like, man, that's really tiring, but it's also like, well, it's cool to learn bosses that well, you know? I can't win, so let's learn a lot. I mean, I think there's a couple people who had that mentality, honestly. But I don't know. I honestly think at the start everyone could have won. Now, given the way you run the game versus other people run the game, makes it a lot harder, right? You know? I get what you're saying. Tourney's going well. I mean, this is semifinals. I've had one hit, and it was a tie game. Like, I haven't lost a single match. I've only tied. Technically, I would say tied once, since that was the only time I got hit. But yeah, I mean, it's gone well. Very well, you could say. Not surprised, yeah. I mean, part of that though is like I have found a lot of strats to fully script bosses and stuff, and these weapons are busted. So like it's not too hard to find said strats. Harder stuff you want to do, yeah. Yeah. If I can't use this for practice, I should say now you can't play. True, yeah. I considered not playing, but I didn't make like a huge deal out of it, but I was like, there's no way Numa invited fucking Hoosier for no hit runs and not me. And I was a little butthurt, I guess, but it was kind of a joke and I was kind of shocked, but I was like, I don't really know Numa very well before the event, and he knows Hoosier pretty well, so it makes sense that he would invite him. But I think several people recommended me, and then I was like, wow, that's crazy that he didn't invite me. And maybe he felt bad, I don't know, but he did invite me, and then I was like, I can't say no now. So I said yes. And I honestly, I would have been perfectly happy if I didn't say yes, but I'm also happy I did, because I've learned a lot and gotten a lot out of this, I think. And it's honestly been a really fun event. Proving I should have been in it? True, yeah. I guess that's fair. System Wars, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Meta link. Yeah, that's what I figured. Those are the people who I was pretty sure. I think XZ might have also recommended me, because originally she was gonna play, but then she decided to understandable. Thanks for the good luck, Nova. How's it going? And supremacy. Okay, how about this? If we get a tiebreaker, I'll let Donut pick first. If Donut picks Melania, I'll pick Fias. If Donut doesn't pick Melania, I won't pick Fias. And you're all allowed to go tell him this information if you so desire. Because surely it won't break any rules, and surely it's fine. I think that's fair. As long as he lets me pick the boss I want to pick, I won't pick Fias. But if he takes away my choice of Melania, then it's over for him. That's fair. That's a fair trade. No, I don't love Fias, and neither does Donut. Everybody hates Fias because of a garbage fight, but Donut didn't have to play the Fias week, and I use Nikon, so I have like a leg up on it pretty much. Is all that is. I'm just gonna get the double foot value, dude. I don't care about fighting Morgan. speed, dude. Middle of the panel. Yeah, because you can't see it because of the no-hit hikers. Do you want me to move it? I'll move it. I don't care. Sorry, Morgan. You're getting the treatment, dude. The Morgon treatment. I close the stream. True, gotta look out for my OCD homies, dude. Good call, Opie, good call. I'm about to make it so much worse by trying to like align it. Are you the people with OCD, Opie? What's up, Irene? What's up, John? How's it going?
Hello again, old friend. Allow me a moment to converse with
There
you.
we go. Is that better for you?
Able to enter the
But see, now the
actual
no-hit
flame.
hikers kind of covers it up.
The only way to
Flash
become
blocks it.
my purpose, so I'd like to the flame then and guide you.
I guess I just level up here. Because I have
Shall I let my share
cash.
your thoughts,
That is mined, I just leveled up.
your ambitions?
Oh my god, did I get 15 mined? Or does this class start with 15? No, okay. I almost just botched my level so bad. 8 weeks, we know this is true. Run's going well so far. I mean, it's still like the exact same thing as every other week so far, but we're almost in DLC, so we can do the same pickups and then we'll fight ADM Bayle. Which my ADM fight kind of sucks. I should have done it more because I literally punish 3 things. I punish Dragonma, I punish the like Theodorix Magma, and I punish the drink. That's all I punish. So it's a very slow fight, but oh well, not my problem. Except for it's literally my problem, just not yet. Yeah, this includes DLC. It includes Ancient Dragon Man and Bayle. That's it. The objective this week is to just kill Bayle. So we do the 2 required bosses for that being Bayle and ADM. And I do some Scadu pickup, but that's not... I don't really kill anything, just pickups. Oh, and my stream's dying. Sorry, guys. Good luck. Just refresh. Surely it won't do that again. Let's get as many bosses as possible or fight them for runes. It kind of depends. We've had a couple of weeks with like pretty late bosses, and there's kind of been 2 strategies. I mean, for DLC you have to kill Radahn and Mohg, which Mohg requires either the Vare questline or Snowfields. So the two things we've seen are Vare's questline and going through Capital and killing Commander Nile for the Haligtree half and going to Snowfields. I personally have been doing Capital for several reasons. I get Moog Shackle there just to fully script Moog. I also get my Somber 7 in the sewers, and I also get a bunch of money, and depending on the week, I've gotten 1 or 2 talisman pouches in Capital from Golden Godfrey and sometimes Morgott. So I've really valued Capital, and I've done all of Capital, like Margit, Golden Godfrey, DTS, all that stuff. But some people have just opted for speed and done Various questline and had like 3 pouches or something instead. So it kind of depends on who you ask and what the run is, but for me personally, I've done Capital because it's just more convenient for me. I need to put Jar Shard on my 4th talisman slot also when I... Oh! Huh. I forgot to go get it from Radon. Or after Radon. Oh yeah, Agent, sorry. I can stream in Discord if you need me to, but it's, yeah, I don't know, my internet's just having a stroke again. I meant to restart my router last night and I forgot. And I forgot this morning. I should have done it in that hour. I was doing nothing. Yeah, it did get worse. I saw it. But surely it's better now. The lights are green now, so that means it should be fixed. I can restart my router if I need to, but I don't know if it'll fix it or not. Although that number is going